Hey, did you know that cash is no longer king? I had to kind of analyze this because I'm a cash girl and I believe the idea of cash, paying with cash and having it circulate around your community is a better way for your community to grow and for your community to develop. And also, in many cases, it's better for business because business do not have to pay bank charges on cash. But the reality is, cash is no longer king. When you go and you look, there are so many possibilities in which people pay. Most of the time, I'm the only one seem to be paying with cash. There's Cash App, there's Venmo, there is Zelle, there is Apple Pay, and I'm probably forgetting, but there's a host of other things in which you pay. We're talking about not credit cards. Also, of course, you have a regular debit card, but the possibility is endless, and cash is kind of way down there. I think for a certain generation, cash is still kind of king, and we still kind of play with cash, maybe because we feel safer and we feel less, you know, agitated by understanding new technology. But the reality is, cash is no longer king. Um, and you can even go to some establishments out there in the community, and they'll say no cash. You can't if you don't have one of those debit or one of those Venmo or one of those accounts, then you cannot buy anything because they don't take cash. Now, some people say they rather use a credit card because if somebody robs them, they wouldn't take their cash. It's mixed feelings about that because my credit card limit is a lot more than what my cash will be. And sometimes that turnaround time to get that money back or whatever, or it could cause you so much problems, it could be another thing. If I have cash and I have $20, I lost $20. If I have a credit card, by the time I find it and depend upon your credit card, it could be in the thousands. And the credit card companies can give you a hard time trying to reimburse your money or things like that. So I just had to throw it out there. I don't know if you're cash people and you still think cash is king or queen or whatever, but it's now working towards a cashless society. We're not even talking about Bitcoin and some of the other things out there. We're talking about real pure cash. It's kind of I find it kind of scary because I think it really says a lot about our community and where we're going and what direction we're going. And sometimes we want everything fast and easy, but we don't realize the long-term effects of cash and easy. And you realize later that this was not always better. It seemed better, but it's not always better. So, just want to get your opinion. Are you still into cash, spending cash like me? Again, I do use, Cash App and some of the other app features out there, but very rarely. Most of the time, I am a cash girl. You will find cash in my wallet. I walk with cash. I do with cash. Now, sometimes I have to use something else because I only have so much cash and somehow I spent more. But I'm still cash. And again, I still believe that using cash helps build your community, helps circulate the dollar bill around the community, the better the community. And that going to a cashless society is really actually breaking down our community finance, our community wealth. And it's not really beneficial. But that's just my humbled opinion. Again, want your opinion. Is cash still king? I don't think it is, but and I'm going to stay with cash is no longer king, especially under a certain age group. I don't even know if they know what cash looks like. And don't mention checkbooks or any of those other things that used to be part of your repertoire of having in your arsenal. Anyhow, get me your opinion. I'm really looking forward to hearing it, to see what people say and see if I'm the only one that thinks cash is no longer king. Um, Please like and subscribe, and I look forward to your opinions.